Now, fortunately, to understand these traditions, we have in yogic thought a small number of yogic paths which have been described. And actually you can say that all these traditions have then made their own mixture of these few specific paths. So understanding the path means you actually can understand any tradition. These paths very strongly relate to the koshas. I don't really know if there is a name that you know. The koshas are the layers that cover the inner light. The koshas are our different bodies. Starting with the physical body, Annamaya kosh, the food body. Then there is the pranic body, the energy body, Pranamaya kosh, which is more subtle than the food body, which is more gross. Then inside that there is Manomaya kosh, the body of thought, the body of mind, which again more subtle. Also an energetic body, you could say, but more subtle than the pranic body. And then inside that is Vijnanamaya kosh, the body of knowledge, you could say, where are stored all your concepts, all your memories, all your frustrations of the past, which you haven't really worked out. This is like the cellar, which is a good way to see it. If there's something happening in your mind, your conscious mind, which you can't handle, then you forget it by putting it in your subconscious mind, which is the body of knowledge. But by forgetting it, by putting it in your cellar, you are not rid of it. At some point, it will again come out and influence you. So that is also part of the work. And then within that subtle body of knowledge, there is the most subtle body, the Annamaya kosh, the body of bliss, where the energy, the Shakti is in a very pure form, surrounding the pure consciousness of Purusha. Is this something new, or for some, maybe for some? Anyhow, these various yogic paths, the essential yogic paths, all deal with particular aspects, with particular layers, with particular koshas. So in that way it's easy to understand. To reach enlightenment, to fully identify with the self, it is these koshas that we have to drop. So for that we get different yogas. Now, for the physical body, it is very well known. What is there, the yoga, is asana. Asana comes in many different forms. But the essence of asana is the sitting posture. Being able to sit in one posture for a long time is essential for meditation. Keeping the body still. Being able to ignore the pain of the body if some pain is there. All other postures are optional, not essential. In some yogic traditions, they will be very, very important. And these people may see somebody who is not doing these postures as not really doing yoga. But in some other traditions, they may not be important at all. Like in Bhakti Yoga, pure Bhaktas, they don't really care how they sing to God, in what posture. Doesn't matter. So, much more I don't really need to say about asana, but of course asana you find everywhere, at least as sitting. Is the most essential thing to learn. The only way to learn it is to sit. Only way. Many other things can help, but the only way is stop sitting on chairs, sit on the floor or some platform or whatever, but sit as much as you can, and then this will drop, and this will strengthen, and then you will sit. Next layer is Pranamaya kosh, body of prana. So for that we have, in all yoga, some kind of pranayam. Pranayam again comes in many different forms. Expanding the power, expanding the energy, or reducing it, making it calm, or harmonizing it. Because there in the energy there are many fluctuations, from solar to lunar, For example, this is what is then done in Hatha Yoga. Hatha means sun, moon, bringing in balance of solar and lunar energies. But many other ways you can look at prana and define it in different qualities. And then with all these qualities you can work, and in that way many different yogas are there. And many different ways of working with prana are there. Like prana visualization is also one aspect of it, which for example in Kashmir yoga you will find is very important. Visualization of prana, very important even when doing asana. No? So there a lot of variety comes, but always some asana is there, some pranayama is there, and pranayama, its most essential thing is to stop breathing, to reduce the breath, retention of breath. That comes in all. But not even all yogas will actually consciously teach that, because it's also possible to kind of have that happen automatically when further stages of meditation are reached. So it's not even essential. And of course, when we talk about the body, the physical body, then also the combination of yoga and Ayurveda becomes important. Know what to eat and what not to eat. Main thing. But also know how to sleep, how to get up, when to get up. Be a little bit in tune with natural cycles. Makes it much more easy to have shanti, which is main thing. This is the easy part to understand. The rest is not really difficult also. The next layer is mind, the body of thought. That's where the game becomes more serious. Asana, anybody can learn. Pranayama, quite easy to learn. But then mind control for many is like, many Westerners don't even go that far. In the West, many just stay with asana and some pranayama. Mind is a fantastic tool. Without mind, this universe could not exist. But it's a monkey. It jumps from here and there, and that's its nature. That's just natural. That's what it's for, to jump from here and there so that you get maximum input. But when you want to stop thinking, then it's hard. This is actually where we find a first very important distinction in yoga. It is the distinction between the yoga of being serious and the yoga of not being serious, which is a very serious distinction. The yoga of being serious is the yoga for mind. The yoga of not being serious is the yoga for ego. And sometimes that's quite confusing. One teacher will tell you, oh, you have to do this much of this and this much of that, and you have to eat like this and you have to sit like that, and that's all like seeming very serious. And they are very serious about it. And they expect you to be very serious about it. And then on the other hand, some teacher will say, oh, you have to be innocent like a child. There really is no problem at all. We are all enlightened already. Just relax and everything is okay. And then you think, And even sometimes the same teacher will tell you both things. One moment will be like, why are you not doing that? You should be doing like this, don't do it like that. And then the next thing you say, oh, don't worry, it's okay. That's difficult. But it's easy to understand when you understand that the serious yoga is for mind. Because mind is a monkey. Needs some training, needs some taming. You need to have control. You cannot drop that which you don't hold. This is same actually for the body, same for the prana. If you don't master your body, if you don't master your prana, how can you drop it? It'll have a will of its own. It'll always bother you. But it is especially essential with mind. So you have to be able to hold mind, to hold it still. Make it your tool instead of an annoyance when you just want peace. When you want something outside, then mind is very helpful. But the moment you say, oh, I'm okay, I don't really need anything, I just want to enjoy this moment, I just want to be happy, then mind bringing up all sorts of nonsense. So that you need control. For that you need the serious yoga.